Alright, Schlockmeister fans, we're gonna watch something here I've never seen before. It's called Baby Blood. Let's check it out.
The Earth was no more than a cooling star. It was covered with hideous foul vegetation and grotesque gargoyles.
Alright, this is Yanka, star of our film. Looks like she's trying to weigh herself every day and lose some weight. Yanka works for a circus, and today the circus is getting a new animal, a jaguar. She's kind of in an abusive relationship with the owner of the carnival, Mr. Lohman.
What are you doing?
So she decides to make some moves on the guy who dropped off the jaguar. Although, surprisingly, he rejects her. There seems to be a strange problem with the jaguar cage. There's a bunch of goo seeping out of it. What the hell? Apparently the jaguar exploded. Hate when that happens.
My new leopard.
Out of that explosion came a snake-like tentacle. It's now making its way to Yanka's bed. And then enters her body. Right where you think it does. It's looking for a nice womb. Yanka then leaves the circus. And sometime later, it's like a month later I believe, Lohman goes looking for her. He finds her, but she stabs him instead. She's not going back to the carnival.
The blood of the man that you killed. I need it so that I can grow.
It talks to her.
I need it. I can.
When she refuses
I can
him,
cause you agony.
it hurts her.
Go and slit his throat.
It apparently needs blood, and she's going to chop him up so it can eat.
Cut his throat
Now it wants her to kill a homeless man.
so that I can grow in your belly. What to? Don't
She decides she can't do this anymore, so she's going to try to drown herself and subsequently drown the creature. She eventually got out of there and then hitched a ride with a truck driver who then abandons her when he picks up two other chicks instead.
You see, that's the way things are.
Later on, she's with this guy. Later on, she has another guy on the street that she kisses and then kills. And then kisses again. It doesn't like her smoking.
I'm decision maker around here, and don't you forget it. Put out the cigarette.
Back with our goofy guy again. They actually made love. And then she stabs him. The dude's wife then comes over to look for him. Finds him a bloody mess. Fast forward 6 months, and Yanka is now a cab driver. Still killing people.
When are you coming out?
Soon, if all goes well.
Well, now she's clearly pregnant, and people are trying to help her. But she makes him crash the car. A nice old lady found her and took her in. So she strangles her with the phone cord.
An arrangement. You don't have to take me to the sea, but in exchange, you must
I need blood. I need strength.
I'm too weak right now. Can you do without blood for just one moment?
She hijacks this rolling blood bank.
Thank you. Then I'll end up by taking man's place.
When?
In about 5 billion years.
She then crashes the rolling blood bank. She's taken away because she's hurt. The creature basically brings her back to life. She then grabs the oxygen and attacks the guy inside. The other paramedic is next. And then she gives birth. It looks like a human baby. But we know it's not. This poor guy happens to stay alive and becomes baby's first victim. She ends up on a bus with a bunch of soccer players who get a little aggressive with her in spite of the blood-soaked face. The baby then attacks the bus driver. And as usual, they crash and blow. The creature said it wanted to be in the sea, and our last scene is exactly that. All right. Let's talk about this movie, Baby Blood. It's a French horror film. Why do I have this film? Well, Kino Lorber had a sale recently, and there was a couple movies I needed from it, and I wanted to spend at least $100 so I could use my PayPal credit option. And so I started looking around for horror movies and stuff that I didn't have, didn't know, whatever, wasn't familiar with. Found some that had decent reviews, including this one. So Baby Blood is now in the house. Like I said, French-made horror film. It's quite a wild ride this was. It starts out with this traveling circus, and they get a new animal, a jaguar. And for whatever reason, not really explained, the jaguar explodes one night, and this snake-like thing comes out of it and ends up going into the room of this woman who works at the circus. Yanka is her name, and it basically crawls up inside into her womb, through her legs, through her vagina, actually, and lives there. And it can talk to her, this thing. And it tells her that it's going to be a new creature in the world that's going to take over for humanity in 5 billion years, but it needs to be born. And for it to survive and be born, it needs blood. So it basically forces Yanka to go out and kill people. And if Yanka doesn't comply, which she obviously resists at first, it causes her horrible pain. It makes her throw up blood and just makes her writhe on the floor in horrible pain. So she ends up killing people, first couple people who are mean to her, abuse her and that sort of thing, and then it basically drinks the blood, or she drinks the blood. It orders her, hey, kill that person over there, I need to drink the blood, that sort of thing. So, and then we just follow Yanka around for several months, and she moves from place to place. She leaves the circus. She gets a cab job at one point, and pretty soon she learns to communicate with this thing and basically accepts it. In the beginning, she was trying to even kill herself by jumping into the water, that sort of thing, and drowning herself, but it never followed through, wasn't able to do it. So she just keeps killing and killing and killing, and she kills these people in horrible ways. There's just tons and tons of gore. She runs over people, kills them with bottles, stabs them, and the gore really just flies. In fact, the box here says, "A gorehound's delight, Fangoria." It ain't joking. There's a lot of gore in this movie. Ultimately, near the end of this movie, she gives birth. Now, when she gives birth, it looks like a human baby, but clearly it's not, I guess. I don't know. But next thing you know, she's on a bus with a bunch of football players, and they're trying to take advantage of her on the bus, and she makes the bus crash. The baby thing, whatever the hell it is, has these tentacles that come out and like strangle or kill the bus driver. So the bus crashes, and then we don't really see what's happening in the last scene, but we see the anger through the eyes, I guess, of either the creature or Yanka, I'm not sure, as it runs towards the water where it needs to be. And they crash into the water, and that's how our movie ends. So I guess it's going to live in the water for 5 billion years before it and its other compatriots take over the world. I guess I won't be around to see it though, so who knows. Anyway, that is Baby Blood. Wow, yeah, there's a lot of bloodletting in this movie, a lot of bloodshed, a lot of just buckets of blood splashing all over the place. There's some nudity from our lead actress here, a lot of it actually. So if you're looking for casual nudity, there's a lot here. She has a big gap in her teeth too, by the way. It's a French film, like I said. It has a French soundtrack, but it does have English soundtrack on it as well, including English subtitles also if you want to watch the French soundtrack. I don't speak French. So there you go. That's Baby Blood. It's available from Kino Lorber. It's a good film. I've never heard of this before. I think, it had another title called The Evil Within. Maybe I saw that in some video stores back in the day. I'm not sure. I was going to look up to see if it had a VHS release in this country back 30 plus years ago, but I never got around to it, so I don't know. But anyway, I never heard of it really until just now, and I'm glad I did because it's a fun ride. Check it out. Leave some comments on what you think about it. Baby Blood. Watch it. Bye.